A stirring wind seems to twist through the air, bringing with it an inexplicable sense of mystery, the kind that makes you pause. Shadows stretch and merge, while a gentle warmth creeps along the edges of your senses, hinting that something beyond ordinary life is arriving. Right at the boundary between consciousness and wonder, you might sense a deep surge of comfort or a clarifying silence, almost as though the air itself vibrates with hidden purpose. In the moments that follow, dwelling on this sensation, the veil between worlds appears noticeably thinner. There are no words uttered and no overt signs, only a feeling, like a shiver passing through your soul. You may feel uplifted, almost carried, even when alone, as the ordinary sounds of your home or the outdoors settle into a profound, meaningful quiet. The energy, electric but gentle, becomes almost tangible, swirling close. Light transforms, growing softer and more golden, as if sunlight itself bends inward, wishing to wrap you in a spiritual embrace. This is often the first move of an archangel's presence, the arrival before the message is revealed. Type Amen 333 to get the blessing. Archangel Michael says, at such times, the silence around you is not empty, but full of purpose. When Michael draws close, an unexplainable clarity sweeps in, helping dissolve confusion and hesitation. He brings assurance and strength, even when things in your life seem uncertain or fraught with peril. Reflecting on these moments, you may notice subtle changes in your environment. Objects can catch the light differently, and the very air may feel cleaner and sharper, echoing the sensation of freshly fallen snow. The message of a nearby archangel sometimes rests not in grand gestures but in these soft, mysterious touches. You may find yourself pausing more than usual, letting your thoughts linger without rushing. This period of stillness is filled with a spiritual charge, almost as if time itself steps back. It is not only your surroundings that transform, within you, a sense of peace nests and grows. Archangel Michael says, calmness is not simply quiet, but a sign of divine order. In days that seem stressful or burdened, his presence amplifies strength and confidence. He does not speak in words, but his energy asserts, stand firm, a gentle command felt deep within your heart. Type Amen 222 to get the blessing. As you move through your daily routines, flashes of insight or moments of pure inspiration might break through dullness. These occurrences seldom announce themselves. They settle into your consciousness, opening pathways for new possibilities where you least expect them. Your senses grow more refined, catching strange but pleasant scents, a faint aroma of roses, myrrh, or fresh rain. These are often regarded as signals of angelic proximity, particularly when natural explanations fail. Sometimes, the temperature drops or rises unexpectedly, enveloping you in a wave of energy that outlasts the weather outside. There is no need for verbal communication when an archangel is near. Their message is delivered in the language of deep feeling, reassurance, encouragement, the sense that your burdens have been noticed and will be eased. You are no longer a solitary wanderer on the earth, for a mighty companion strides beside you. Type Amen 444 to get the blessing. Patterns begin to emerge in your life, sometimes as repeating numbers on clocks or receipts, subtle nudges from the divine realm. Archangels favor signs that slip gently into your daily awareness, never imposing but always affirming. Every soft encounter, every tingle on your arm, feels intentional. Suddenly, animals in your environment may behave differently. A sparrow may linger nearby, a dog may stare at a corner of the room for no reason, as though drawn to unseen presences. The natural world seems to respond to the energies swirling inside your space. Archangel Michael says, "When uncertainty weighs heavy, I bring the shield of courage." His influence is often felt as new confidence to face dilemmas that previously seemed insurmountable. You feel fortified, but not alone. The conviction that you will find your way grows stronger. Type Amen 111 to get the blessing. The wayward worries that haunted you earlier begin to dissolve. This clearance is seldom dramatic but gently persistent, as if a trusted friend silently removes every stone from your path. You recognize the touch of an archangel in these moments, always helpful, always compassionate. Sometimes, unusual dreams accompany their presence. Night visions filled with dazzling light or reassuring company mark nights touched by divine beings. Even waking, you may notice gentle tingling sensations on your scalp or hands, little pulses of energy affirming their nearness. Physical fatigue can melt away, replaced by a subtle surge of determination. This is not adrenaline, but the soft integration of spiritual will. When an archangel stands with you, the world appears less frightening, more navigable, and renewed with hope. Type Amen 808 to get the blessing. Some days, you may hear faint music, tones, or harmonies echoing in rooms devoid of any conceivable source. This mysterious auditory phenomenon has signaled divine visitors through centuries, reminders of a presence eager to comfort and guide. A shift in your intuition takes hold. You begin to trust subtle hunches, even about inconsequential matters. Decisions that felt daunting grow easier, guided by a sense of rightness woven deeply into your spirit. For many, this is the calm hand of Archangel Michael setting doubt aside. You may observe an unusual steadiness in your emotions, a resilience that enables you to carry stress without being overwhelmed. You find yourself adapting, excelling in moments that once seemed impassable, as though a steady force supports you from behind. Type Amen 555 to get the blessing. Physical spaces sometimes grow brighter, especially where suffering once lingered. The transformative power of an archangel's visit makes rooms seem warmer, lighter, or more welcoming. Guests who enter such spaces may comment on the difference, even if they can't quite explain it. The renewal reaches into your relationships. Words flow more easily between loved ones, and long-standing rifts begin to mend without conscious effort. This harmonious energy is part of the Archangel's gift, a restoration of balance and unity. Unexpected kindness flows suddenly into your life. Strangers offer help, new friends appear, or opportunities once out of reach become available. Every gentle encouragement seems orchestrated, serving as a subtle but profound reminder of a higher order at work. Type Amen 777 to get the blessing. As days move forward, tangible signs multiply. You notice feathers, often in strange places, their appearance too timely to be chance. Archangels are known to mark their proximity with these small, elegant gestures. Tokens of protection and grace. Miracles need not be dramatic. Often, they come as whispering changes in circumstance. A medical report returns with unexpected news, or tension in the workplace vanishes without explanation. Such events, bearing the fingerprints of an archangel, shape your journey. Archangel Michael says, divine help arrives in ordinary moments. When you least expect support, it manifests, keeping loneliness at bay and dreams alive. Through these gentle invasions, Michael's protection is made palpably real. Type Amen 888 to get the blessing. Your own energy becomes a tool for recognizing spiritual presence. You may notice a healthy glow in your skin, renewed appetite for life, or bursts of creativity. Such physical and psychological flourishes often accompany divine intervention. There is a quiet humility that settles around those who have welcomed an archangel's guidance. You find it easier to forgive and to seek mutual understanding. The stressors that once scattered your peace now seem manageable, contained within a greater faith. Unburdening occurs at the heart, grudges, anger, and hurt slip away as if swept along by invisible currents. The soul itself feels scrubbed clean, ready for new adventures and deeper love. This transformation is the highest evidence of an angel's nearness. Type Amen 1010 to get the blessing. Hope surges in moments of adversity, refusing to retreat. When archangels draw near, their signature is unmistakable. You find faith to persist, even when difficulties multiply. The world changes color, appearing slightly more vibrant and promising. Rays of wisdom break into the ordinary affairs of your day, solutions appear where none existed, and answers unfold before you finish asking. Archangel Michael specializes in dissolving confusion, leaving behind clarity and focus. You may catch yourself smiling for no reason, caught in waves of gratitude stronger than everyday happiness. This serenity, blind to circumstance, marks the presence of exceptional grace surrounding you. Type Amen 1212 to get the blessing. Material obstacles begin to lose their grip. Bills are paid, debts diminish, and abundance flows, often without explanation. The energy of spiritual beings is generous, focused on removing the blockages that keep you from thriving. Sound judgment and wise choices come effortlessly. Problems untangle themselves, and doubts yield to new certainty. The mind sharpens, embracing opportunities with renewed zest, a gift from Michael's divine intercession. Even the flow of time feels altered in these periods, expanding and contracting as needs dictate. You complete difficult tasks with ease, as though given more hours in the day, never feeling rushed or pressed. Type Amen 2323 to get the blessing. Flowers bloom out of season, plants revive without clear cause. Nature reflects the spiritual charge filling your vicinity, showing the restorative effects of angelic presence. Each sign, whether spectacular or subtle, is a token of divine nearness. Personal losses feel lighter, sadness does not vanish, but it transforms into acceptance and remembrance. Archangels wrap you in comfort, fostering optimism where grief once prevailed. You experience unexpected encounters, meeting souls who offer wisdom or support precisely when needed. These meetings are choreographed from above, moments devised to nurture your growth and resilience. Type Amen 4545 to get the blessing. Inner doubts dissolve as self-belief grows stronger. Actions align naturally with your spirit's best interests, and you no longer hesitate at critical crossroads. Michael's guidance is firm, propelling your journey with purpose and integrity. Seconds seem to stretch into moments of revelation, each heartbeat thick with possibility. You feel watched over, secure in choices and confident in your soul's direction, a continuous affirmation of angelic stewardship. Fears begin to recede, replaced by transcendent hope. Dread bends into anticipation, anxiety transforms into creative force. The presence of an archangel manipulates emotional threads, knitting them into a fabric of courage. Type Amen 121 to get the blessing. The most profound sign is the harmony that seeps into every aspect of life. From family, work, and friendships, a fluid ease replaces struggle. Even lingering problems seem to unravel as you step forward, urged along by invisible currents. Archangel Michael says, "Where you walk in faith, the ground rises to meet you." His message of encouragement is not loud or obtrusive but steady and perpetual, the surety that your path is guided by unseen hands of goodness. You discover resilience in adversity, tenacity in heartbreak, and a gentle anticipation for the unknown. This emotional fortitude is cultivated by your angel's silent but persistent support. Type Amen 8080 to get the blessing. Through extensive changes, your ability to perceive subtle spiritual cues expands. Sounds echo longer in the air, colors radiate with extra dimension, and familiar faces shine more brightly. Daily routines bear the mark of new purpose. Creativity blossoms, and inspiration erupts unpredictably, enriching your work and relationships. This energy is driven by a connection to divine forces, a bridge built piece by piece as archangels approach. As you continue, simple joys multiply, the taste of food, the beauty of music, the comfort of laughter. Every pleasure is heightened, a generous gift from the one who walks beside you. Type Amen 4646 to get the blessing. Sudden urges to pursue new hobbies or heal old wounds signal the arrival of guidance. You feel compelled to revise your goals or set out on journeys you once postponed, a subtle nudge from the Archangel meant to awaken dormant dreams. A gentle assurance emerges whenever you are confronted with uncertainty. Rather than fear, you meet ambiguity with curiosity and resolve. This trust, quietly cultivated, signals the transformative power of divine proximity. Archangel Michael says, "The future waits, stride forward, for I keep watch at your side." His companionship is unwavering, and even as chaos swirls, order reasserts itself with calm insistence. Type Amen 3838 to get the blessing. Whenever you recall moments of unexplained luck or fortunate escapes, know that archangelic protection was active. The barriers that fell and the harm that missed you were orchestrated with deliberate care, preserving your journey for greater purpose. Inner light pulses brighter, visible even to others who sense your change. You may hear meaningful compliments or warm recognitions from colleagues, friends, or strangers. These affirmations announce the new energies shaping your destiny. Obstacles that once consumed your focus yield to incremental progress. You notice advances, not in leaps, but in sustainable steps, each one fortified by unseen encouragement. Type Amen 1717 to get the blessing. Prayers and intentions seem to crystallize faster, manifesting into realities. The Archangel's power links your words and thoughts to events, clearing the channel for blessings to flow unimpeded. You grow increasingly motivated, less dependent on external validation, standing strong in purpose. Michael's supportive push fosters self-discipline and direction without judgment or severity, only presence and empowerment. As more signs appear, remember, recognition of these signals is itself a form of blessing, an invitation to open your life to further miracles, guidance, and compassion. Type Amen 9191 to get the blessing. Enduring peace roots itself deeper day by day. You are guided steadily to resolve conflicts, repair strained bonds, and extend kindness without expectation. The influence of an archangel brings renewal at every level. Your priorities shift, focusing on heart, spirit, and authentic connection. The urge to create a legacy grows stronger, encouraging actions aligned with service rather than personal gain. Absent are questions of worth, as inner acceptance prevails. You move through difficulties with composure, witnessing the Archangel's steady, invisible hand. Type Amen 1111 to get the blessing. Noticing the extraordinary within the ordinary transforms your experience. The world ceases to be random, emerging instead as a landscape of divine coordination. Every interaction, every chance occurrence bears meaning. Moments of extraordinary clarity break through the haze of tiredness or disinterest. You see more, care more, and navigate life's trials with sharpened intuition, signaling an Archangel's continued investment in your well-being. Archangel Michael says, "In your growth, I invest hope." He speaks once more, lending courage to step past limitation and accept the fullness of his blessing. Type Amen 3030 to get the blessing. The final recognition lies in gratitude. Within your slowly blossoming appreciation for every twist and turn, you discover the ever-present shadow of angelic accompaniment. This satisfaction becomes joy elevated, serene, boundless, and unmistakably divine. Listen always for the soft signs, the fleeting warmth, the gentle touch of feathers, the serenity after tears. In each one, the Archangel whispers encouragement, showering you with unseen but tangible blessings. Go forward, carrying the signs with you, knowing that each step is watched over and supported with love profound. The presence of an Archangel, once recognized, never truly departs. It is a living, breathing assurance that you are cherished, guided, and eternally blessed. Type Amen 3456 to get the blessing. Light floods through once shadowed corridors of your memory, illuminating old scars now fading into tales of survival. The past, so often a realm of regret or pain, now changes texture entirely, softened by the persistent guidance of an Archangel's presence. Ancient worries dissolve, replaced by the comforting certainty that you were never alone, even on those uncertain nights when the world felt silent. The transformation wends its way into small, daily moments. The ordinary action of rising each morning is no longer simply habit, it is a ritual, shrouded in gentle gratitude and anticipation. Winds that once rattled at your window now carry faint harmonies, suggesting that the divine composes fresh music for your day's beginning. Each breath, deep and measured, draws in more than air. It brings peace, reassurance, the subtle infusion of courage that lingers long after the morning has passed. A constant, silent companion now shores up the wavering edges of your hope, reigniting purpose and stamina in your daily journey. Type Amen 5656 to get the blessing. Your footsteps begin to match a hidden rhythm, one that seems to pulse from the earth itself. When challenges emerge, your response is no longer marked by hesitation or doubt, but by a steady willingness to face them head-on, trusting in the Archangel's infallible guidance. The path straightens, choices clarify, and setbacks transform into springboards. Colors appear richer, more nourishing to the senses. The sight of green leaves or pale dawn light becomes a message in itself, a language that does not require decoding but is immediately understood by the heart. The Archangel's energy soaks into the roots of your perceptions, expanding your sensitivity to even the gentlest joys. Time, once a relentless river, feels playful and supportive. Certain hours seem to stretch, offering you the grace of reflection or creativity precisely when you need it. Your sense of timing is subtly improved, and you find yourself arriving at opportunities that shape your life's unfolding narrative. Type Amen 1616 to get the blessing. A gentle joy radiates from within and begins to infect those around you. Friends and family notice your calm demeanor, your resilience under strain, and your newfound ease in conversation. Relationships blossom, as if warmed by the same invisible sun that brightens your spirit. Strangers become sources of unexpected kindness. A smile in a crowded street or the small courtesy of a held door now carries extra weight, as though choreographed to encourage your faith in humanity and the unseen. Every act of charity, however minor, amplifies, sending ripples far beyond the moment itself. The Archangel's influence gently breaks down your walls, making vulnerability safer and more rewarding. Confessions do not feel burdensome, and forgiveness becomes easier, more natural, as you sense the divine's encouragement in every effort to heal. Type Amen 5757 to get the blessing. Symptoms of stress, fear, or anxiety lose their former grip, replaced by calmness and adaptability. Even in times of uncertainty, you are able to draw deep from the reserves of courage and faith deposited by Michael's unwavering companionship. When the world grows loud, a shield of tranquility shelters you, reinforcing the bond with your angelic guide. Light glances differently from surfaces, painting your environment in subtle golds and blues. Night presses less heavily, darkness is softer, as if warded by benevolent sentinels. The physical manifestations of your environment mirror the changes cast in your soul. Your sense of being unique, valued, and integral to the tapestry of existence intensifies. No longer do you compare yourself with others, instead, you celebrate your singular journey, embracing both its trials and victories as lovingly designed steps in your eternal story. Type Amen 2626 to get the blessing. Echoes of comfort follow you through both successes and setbacks. When you fail, the sting recedes quickly, replaced by lessons and the surprising appearance of second chances. The Archangel's concern is evident, affirming your passage through all forms of transition. Coincidences increase, sometimes too pointed to ignore. Meetings, messages, and even the books you pick up seem arranged to offer insight at precisely the right time. The universe, rich with